Hey everybody, this is my 20-gallon open-topped office tank, and tonight we're just going to do a simple before and after. I'm going to do a water change, wipe the glass down, change the filter out. Nothing special, but I'm a little pressed for time, and this is pretty much all I've got going on fish-wise today. So we're going to go ahead and just do a simple before and after water change here. So there's your before, and there's your after. So as I said, not a lot of complicated work tonight. Just did a gentle gravel vac to get some of the loose detritus and the excess poop off the bottom. There are so many of those red wag platies in there that it does tend to get on top of me. So I have to get in there occasionally and do a gentle gravel vac. If you actually look really closely, you can kind of see how the white sand underneath the gravel has been disturbed a little bit. That gives you an idea of just a little bit more vigorously than normal. I vacked it up enough that the sand got disturbed at the very, very surface. Normally I try not to disturb the substrate in this tank very much. So we got the glass wiped down. We did a 5-gallon water change, which works out to be about 50% in this tank, believe it or not, even though it's a 20-gallon tank with all the sand and substrate and rocks and plants and everything. It only holds probably about 12 or 15 gallons or something total. So we started with low water to begin with, and then when I took 5 gallons out, it took the water level down to about the midway point in the tank. So we topped it off, we changed out the filter, and in addition to just cleaning out the filter, I also cleaned out the biofilter, and I took the intake off and took that in the other room and gave that a good rinsing out. You get biofilm and stuff that tends to grow in there. It reduces the amount of water flow, and I experience that from time to time in this tank. The only things I really removed from this tank was there was some Java moss that's gotten attached to the filter intake. You can see some of it is still on there. I pulled some of that off. Once you get Java moss in your tank, it just starts attaching to different things and growing everywhere. And speaking of which, the electric cord for the heater had Java moss growing all over that, so I pulled some of that Java moss off of there as well. And of course you can see the pothos plant is growing like crazy. This piece comes all the way down over here, and then this piece wraps around the front, comes all the way down here. So the pothos plant is doing well, and you can actually see the Java moss that I pulled off of it is right there. I just threw it in the planter, so we'll see how well that does, whether it takes off and grows in that planter or not. So that's it. Just a quick look at my 20-gallon open-topped office tank. We got lots and lots and lots of those red wag platies in there. If I do a tub this year, I'm thinking about doing an outdoor tub, a summer tub. And if I do, you're looking at a lot of what will probably go in there as my initial stock. I'll put some of those red wag platies in there. I've also got a couple of really good looking Endler's guppies in here, but they sort of get lost in the crowd. I got 3 or 4 guppies in this tank that are really good looking, but again, they tend to get lost in the crowd. And somewhere in there, of course, is my dwarf gourami. I got a neon dwarf gourami in there. I'm sure we saw it swimming around earlier at some point. Now it seems like it's gone into hiding now that I'm actually looking for it. But I'm sure at some point early in the video, you got to look at it. So there you go, everybody. Just a quick look at my office tank. Don't forget, I do a live stream every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And Sunday nights, I'm now doing my live streams at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So make a note of that, or better yet, just make sure you're subscribed. You ring that bell, and you'll get notified whenever I'm posting one of my live streams. You'll get a notification for the link. So don't forget, Sundays at 7 p.m. from now on, and then Friday nights at 8 p.m. as usual. So thanks for watching. See you real soon in the next one.